direct bow access from the Flybridge. Hi, I'm Jacob Coyle here with MarineMax Yachts. Today, we're going to do a walkthrough of an Aquila 44 power catamaran. One of the great features of this boat is exactly what I'm about to do right now, which is go from the Flybridge directly down to the bow of the boat. As you get to the bow of the boat, look at this open space. Clean slate up here. Plenty of room for you to customize it to your wants and your needs. Whether it's putting chaise lounges here, whether it's getting beanbag chairs, whether it's putting a yoga mat here for yoga in the morning. You have the flexibility to do what you want up here to make this space your own. As we also look at the bow area, we're gonna notice that there are two giant storage hatches. You're gonna have one on the port side, and you're gonna have one over here on the starboard side. We're gonna open one up in a second so you can take a look at it. But before we do that, in Aquila DNA fashion, look at our seats on the port and over on the starboard. One of the coolest spots of the bow of the Aquila 44 are those seats. Imagine yourself cruising in the Bahamas, crystal clear water, sitting on those, doing 17, 18 knots, and seeing the dolphin play in the bulbous bow's wake. Truly an amazing sight to see, and even better, sitting in those seats. Before we get into the storage lockers, you do have right here, this is gonna be your windlass anchor access. Got a compartment right here. You'll have a lock as well as a bridle. Then you've got your remote, and you also have your freshwater rinse that this boat is equipped with, so you can clean the anchor with fresh water after its use. If you come over to here, we're gonna open up this side. And as you can see, deep, deep storage. You have the exact same thing on the port side. Perfect spot for all your water toys, all your provisions, extra provisions when you're going on that week, 2-week, month-long trip. Great spot to store stuff that you'll need on weeks 3 and 4 of that trip. As we work our way off of the bow to the aft section of the boat, one of the things you need to take note of is your stainless steel railings that go around the whole boat. Notice on the Aquila 44, you've got a stainless up top rail and a midsection rail, okay? Extra durability, extra safety. Also notice the thickness of the stainless steel. Notice how big the cleats are. These are things that you would see on a 60, 70-foot yacht that Aquila puts on their 44-footer. As you come back to the aft section of the boat, around the sides, notice we've got handrails under here, and again, your walkway. Notice the rails bowed out a little bit, giving you that little extra space right here, so you can get to where you're going much quicker, much safer, and with plenty of handrails. As you come down into the aft section of the boat, this is where the social atmosphere of the whole boat really starts taking into effect. You've got a couple bar stools here. There is an opening bar here that we will show you in a second. You've got a great spot here for entertaining. You can fit 6, 8 people here, no problem. You do have a high-low table. If you're not eating or playing board games or whatever you're doing up here, this can go down, a cushion goes on top. This whole thing can be a lounge area. As we look at the aft of the boat and we go down, notice a couple things. Handrails, great spot for them. We do have a door to close this area off. So if you do have pets or for safety reasons, you can close this whole section off if you wanted to and block this off with this. This doubles up as a seating area for your aft swim deck. You have the same thing on the other side. This allows comfortable seating when you're putting your snorkel on, when you're getting your fins ready, when you're getting ready to hop on the inner tube that's tethered off the back of the boat, whatever it is, this is a great staging area and a comfortable area to sit before you enter the water. It's also a great area to sit and observe what's going on behind and be social with whatever is going on in the water, people on rafts, things like that. One other thing to point out back here is you do have the option for a tender on the 44 Aquila. There's a crane system that comes off the back of the boat right here that will pick the tender up and put it on some chocks that will go off the back of the boat. Very unique about the Aquila 44, you have an option for a pretty decent sized 10, 12 foot tender when you are going on those long trips, especially when you pull into somewhere where you might not be at a dock and you might be on a mooring ball or at anchor. The tender is a great way to get around and explore some different areas. And as we come up, again, what I'm gonna do is open that bar area that we talked about, because what it does is it extends the living space from the aft all the way into the galley, creating one open social atmosphere. That folds up, you've got your safeties there, put that down. Before you know it, you have now doubled your social space. And as always, with our Aquilas, Aquila DNA, you've got 2 of the bar stools, and most of our owners will tell you that this right here is one of the best seats in the house. Now we're in the galley of the Aquila 44. As I mentioned, it is a great extension of the aft seating area. We do have the window and the bar closed up. It is a hot day here in Florida, so we're keeping the air conditioning in. But as you see, you'll have a lot of things in the galley of this 44 that you're gonna see in your normal house. On this particular boat, what you've got is you've got your dual sink setup. You also have a nice ice chest over here or drying rack. Depends if you're entertaining, if you're using it for dishes, things like that. Great use of space. You do have your microwave here with the convection. You also have, again, Aquila DNA, your Kenyan cooktop. This is a double burner here. You will have storage throughout the boat, deep storage, as well as storage underneath and the sinks. As we come over to this side here, one of the things you're gonna notice is you've got a fridge door and the fridge freezer. So you've got fridge on top, freezer on the bottom, or vice versa, you can flop them around. Over here, you've got your nav station, you've got your fusion radio, you've got your VHF, you've got some bilge, your bilge alarms, as well as you've got your master AC system, and then some lighting here. One other thing before we go into the salon, directly under us is gonna be your battery bank. So one of the cool things about the Aquilas is your house batteries are gonna be up out of the hulls, so they're always protected from water intrusions, things like that. So that's where you're gonna have your batteries. One other thing here is you have on either side, this is where you've got your control panels, your settings. So on one side, you're gonna have your generator systems, your gauges for your black water, your fresh water. All of your battery toggle switches, things like that are on this side. On the forward side of the panel, that's when you get into some of the nitty-gritty stuff. You've got your outlets, your inverter power, your generator power toggles. As you can see, everything is very nicely labeled, very, very user-friendly. As we come into the salon area, one thing I'd like to point out is a great transition in all one level. Notice here you've got the leather accents here, you got the accents up top, really gives it some of that yacht fit and finish that you're looking for. As you come over here on the starboard side, you do have a TV that'll pop up out of here, and then you've got storage underneath. You do have a wine fridge here, as well as more storage. Over here on the starboard side, you've got your U-shaped seating, plenty of room here for 6 people to sit, enjoy dinner, watch the TV, whatever you like. This boat does have the optional high-low table, which will make this table go down. There's a nice cushion that goes here, makes this whole area another sleeping accommodation, or just a great spot to throw some blankets and lounge around. One of the things I like to point out on the Aquilas is the space you have, the versatile space on the starboard side and on the port side. These areas are there by design. They create headroom in the cabins below. Because of that, you have these awesome areas here where you can put things on top. You can put baskets in there. You can put a cushion. We've got several of our owners have put cushions here and use them as reading nooks or napping areas or extra bunks. This is a very versatile area that you decide how you want to use it. As we walk through the salon, one more thing before we head into the master stateroom. You've got extra floor storage right under me for your long-term trips. You've got storage under there for waters, things like that, spare parts, whatever you'd like to put, plenty of room in there. Now we're going to take a look at that king-size bed in the master stateroom. As you get into the master stateroom, you'll notice you only took a few steps off of the salon. It's very easy to transition from the galley to the salon to the master stateroom. Great privacy in here. The door closes off, keeps you separate from the rest of the boat. The king-size bed, I keep pointing at that. It is a 44-foot boat with a king-size bed. Very, very unique to get a king-size bed in a 44-foot boat. But when you're in a power catamaran and you've got the 21.5-foot beam, these are things you're able to do. One of the other things that's great about the master stateroom in the Aquila 44 is the natural light that flows in. Yes, we've got some lights on in here. However, you have plenty of natural light in here to really brighten up this room. Over on the starboard side, what we have is you've got linen closet place here to hang some things. You've got a chair here and a little vanity area under here. Then you also have more closet storage in there. And if you did option the washer dryer, that's where it would go. Port side is where you're gonna have your master head. Plenty of room. Once you get in here, it's a great use of space, beautiful mirror, nice walk-in shower. You do have a little seat in here if you're one of those people that likes to sit and relax in the shower. Plenty of space to do that. Also notice you've got the window that looks out into the open, beautiful water. Again, making you really feel like you're on a yacht and you're on the water. As you come down to the starboard side VIP stateroom, you'll notice you've got great access into the stateroom and into the head. You do have a door that doesn't close to make this very, very private. Your bed over here is very spacious with some walk-around space on the exterior side. You've got storage bins over there as well as some storage in here. Also got some reading lights, and then notice your awesome, beautiful window that gives you great visibility. So when you wake up in paradise, you know you're in paradise. Aside from this, you also have a great head with an awesome separate shower stall that complements the VIP stateroom. On the port side, you'll also have another VIP stateroom. Much like the starboard side, access to the stateroom is great with great handles to get you down here. Also, as you come in, you've got plenty of storage over there. You've got a nice bed, and you also have plenty of space to get in and out of the bed from the side. And like the other side, check out this beautiful window that reminds you you're in paradise every time you wake up in here. Along with this, you do have that awesome head area and a nice separate stall area with plenty of space in there. It really makes this a nice VIP stateroom. As you make your way up from the Flybridge, notice the handles and how easy it is to get up these stairs and get to the second extension of this boat. Look at how big this Flybridge is. Fully protected from the sun, great U-shaped seating area here. Plenty of room for 6 to 8 guests. You've got an awesome wet bar area here, ice maker option, refrigerator option. You've got a grill, and you also have a sink grill area. One of the other cool areas of the Flybridge is right where I'm standing right here, this open space. You can option this boat with a Flybridge air conditioner, or a lot of our owners, they'll put a Dometic fridge freezer here or different options here to use this space to accommodate their own wants and needs. As you work your way up to the helm, notice the social atmosphere at the helm. You've got seating for guests here. You've got your spot for your captain. You also have a spot for a first mate, as well as other guests here. Your captain is going to be helming this boat, driving this boat, taking care of this boat in a social environment, so they're not stranded up here all by themselves. As with any helm that you'd expect on a 44-foot boat, you've got your chart plotter, you've got your Raymarines, autopilot, you've got your fusion radio system, bow thruster right there, your throttles here, all your engine data here. Another big thing to point out at the helm is your visibility. When you're standing here, your line of sight is great. You can see the bow of the boat, bow starboard, bow port, and even when you're facing aft, you can see the starboard aft of the boat. There is a camera on the boat as well, so for that one corner on the port aft you can't see, you've got a camera for that you can pull up right here on your screens. Thank you for joining us today on this tour of an Aquila 44 power catamaran. If you'd like to see more of this boat or any of our other yachts, go to our website, MarineMax.com, or stop in to MarineMax Clearwater and come see me and ask for Jacob Coyle.